One of the biggest complaints I hear about marketers and about people who purchase leads from Facebook or who are running their own ads and generating leads on Facebook is that meta ad lead forms don't work. And that is as far from fucking true as it gets. Meta lead forms are fucking awesome as long as you have processes in place to make sure that people show up. Most people have no fucking clue what they're doing to get people to show up. And so I'm going to explain to you what we do with meta lead form ads so that you can use it in your business to have higher show rates. Now, there are most people who get leads and then they call them once, they might text, and that's where it ends. They do not follow up after that, and then they say, that marketing company sucks, these leads suck, blah, 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 Facebook, Facebook, Facebook. It's the same tropes that we've heard for years coming from people who run Facebook ads. But this is what we do that's different, okay? When we run meta ad forms, we run it side by side with messenger chats. You can create a lead form and upon submission of a lead, create a messenger chat. Now, any normal business is going to have a CRM. Your CRM should, it's 2026, your CRM should have capabilities for texting and emailing, okay? And if you have Go High Level, which is $97 a month, unlimited users, you should be using Go High Level with automations behind it that automatically send out email and text. Now, with that being said, when you create a lead form, it also has Messenger, okay? So you can open up a messenger chat and talk to them directly from where they are, right? Speed to contact, how about also speed to talking to them where they're most comfortable at, right? If they're talking to you on Instagram, talk to them on Instagram Messenger. If they fill out the form on Facebook, talk to them on Facebook Messenger. Those things automatically open up when the lead form gets completed. So if you have a Instagram page for your business and a Facebook page for your business, then you should have notifications on and those apps on your phone, or just get Meta Business Suite and that'll do it right from there. You'll have Lead Center, you'll have your messengers, all that stuff. Now, when we generate a lead, we do a couple things to make sure that we get a hold of people. We have almost an 80% show rate on our appointments, okay? 80% show rate is absurd when you're talking about meta leads. We do this in a couple ways. One, a lead comes in, they automatically get an email requesting that they confirm the date of the appointment that they requested. On every lead form, we have them select a date and time that they want us to send a calendar invite, but we don't actually send that invite out until they confirm it either by email, call, text, or messenger. We need to get that confirmation from them so that we get the conversation going and we see where it is that they respond, because typically the first place they respond is their preference of where they want to communicate with you. We meet them where they are, okay? So when the lead comes in, they get an automated email and an automated text saying, hey, thanks for filling out the form. You requested this date and time. Before we send you the calendar invite, please confirm that this is still the best date and time for you. If they don't respond, we don't send a calendar invite. It's that simple, okay? Because those people will never show up. Now, with that being said, we also follow up with a manual message on Messenger, okay? As soon as the lead form gets submitted, it opens up a lead chat. We reach out, I have notifications on my phone, my team gets notifications in High Level, and they can reach them through the app on High Level, or, I can reach them on Meta Business Suite. And we go out and we reach out with the same exact message. Hey, thanks for filling out the form. We saw you just completed this. Just to confirm before we send a calendar invite, is this still the best date and time before we send that out? Yes or no? If they respond, then we send the calendar invite. Very simple. We also follow up with a phone call. So when the lead comes in, they get all those automatically. We send a manual message. We give a minute or two, and then we call on the phone. If they don't pick up, and they don't respond to any of those messages, we don't schedule a time with them. It's that simple. The ones who do respond back and say yes, I'd say 8 out of 10 are going to say, yes, that date and time works. And 2 out of 10 are going to be like, actually, I actually need a different date and time. And they'll give you the correct time. And anyone who responds overwhelmingly shows up to these appointments. okay? It's the people who don't respond that don't show up. And so if you're doing this method, which is very simple, it's called follow-up, you're going to have 8 out of every 10 people respond. 2 people won't respond. And the 8 people who do respond are going to show up every single time. We track every single one of our appointments. We track it as a company. We track it by individual salesperson on our team. And we track these numbers. We know exactly who's slacking off on messaging, who's setting appointments without actually contacting or getting confirmation from the person, who is. You can see the massive difference on show rates per salesperson. And as a company wide, our show rates are still incredibly solid. That's all you need to do, okay? Meta lead forms are fucking cracked if you're doing it the right way. People stray away from lead forms because they just feel like they're never going to get in contact with people. It's the opposite. It's just not true. And if you're taking that method, you're going to have really, really good contact. Now, the only reason why you would want to stray away from lead forms, and this is a completely fair fact, is if you're looking to disqualify people inside of your process, then obviously you're going to want to send them to a VSL. You're going to want to send them through some logic forms that eliminate them and disqualify them before they get to a place where they can schedule time with you. That makes perfect sense. But if you're someone who is actually looking to just play the volume play, especially if you're a smaller agency and just starting, maybe you're trying to get to your first 10K or 5K, whatever the case may be, lead forms are awesome. They're awesome. And you can still pre-qualify to an extent with the lead forms. Just create some custom questions, ask them what their current marketing is, ask them how much they're willing to spend, how comfortable they are spending, what their pain points are, all those things that you would probably do on a discovery call anyway. But if you're early in the game and you're just trying to get opportunities and chances and build a lead list, meta lead forms are cracked. Don't listen to anyone else or what they have to say, because they're just trying to get you to use their incredibly wild type of step-by-step funnel and get you to buy their course. You don't need to do that. Start simple. Create a lead form with Messenger. Make sure you have automations to reach out as soon as that lead fills out, and just keep your notifications on so when that lead comes in, you can immediately message them on Facebook or Instagram or wherever they're coming through. Just open up the Meta Business Suite, or if you have high level, it'll go right into there. I hope this was something of value to you guys, and I look forward to talking to you soon.